Board of Education, and to my immediate left, we have Mr. Pawar and Mr. Creamer. And then and you'll be choosing one out of the two on your voting on November 6th. Then we have 3 people running for 2 seats for the Morris Township Board of Education. And next to Mr. Creamer, we have Ms. Murphy. Next to Ms. Murphy, we have Mrs. Rhines, and next to her at the end is Mr. Smith. So, drawing the first slot is Mrs. Rhines.
I am Ann Rhines. I am very proud to say that I have been involved with the education of the children in the Morris School District for over 50 years. My first class was a 6th grade class at Alfred Vale School in 1962. I just want to make it clear I was only 3 years old. I retired from Alexander Hamilton School in 2001. And many of my first students are parents and grandparents of our children today. After I retired, I ran for my first term on the Board of Education. I felt that I could add a different dimension to the board because even today, there is not another former teacher serving. Now that I have been on the board for 15 years, I truly have a more global perspective of education, looking through the eyes of a teacher as well as a board member. I always have been interested in curriculum. The Morris School District's curriculum is constantly evolving. We are always working to provide equal access to the highest quality of instruction and resources for all students while fostering creativity and excitement for learning. During my tenure on the board, I have served on the HR, finance, policy, and other committees. This past year, I was instrumental in the degree program at Frelinghuysen Middle School, in which all 6th graders will have the opportunity to be part of an extracurricular or co-curricular club or activity. As a result, our goal is that all students will feel connected and part of a family group. This is very exciting to me. It's really important for all our students to feel comfort and to feel they're accepted and to feel self-worth. In addition, I'm a volunteer tutor at Frelinghuysen. It is part of an initiative between the Morris Educational Foundation and Frelinghuysen. I have been a member of the Board of Trustees of the MEF for 16 years. I am also a member of the Literacy Volunteers of Morris County and tutor an adult couple. My husband and I have been doing this for 10 years.
Thank you.
I have always
Thank
been...
you.
I'm done?
Yes. I'd like to remind the candidates that they need to have the microphones closer to them and speak into the microphones so they can pick up some more. Thank you. Mr. Pawar, you go second.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Pawar. I am running for a seat in the Morristown School Board. It's Morris School District, but as a representative from Morristown. First, I want to thank the League of Women Voters for hosting tonight's forum. They do a great job every year, so thank you. Also want to recognize my wife sitting in the back, Jennifer, and my 2 kids who should be getting ready for bed right now. I also want to thank everyone up here for putting themselves out there to try and make a difference, so everyone should be proud of themselves. So the question of the day is, who am I and why am I running? My background is I was born in India, and from the very beginning, the importance of education was ingrained in me. When I was 13 years old, my parents felt that taking me and my siblings, bringing them to the United States would provide better opportunities. So we came here with nothing. We worked hard. I graduated, I put myself through college, I put myself through law school, and I came to Morristown 18 years ago. And I'm a practicing attorney, and I am raising a family. And I've been here for the last 18 years. So when I was deciding if I would run for the Board of Education, I discovered that the concerns I had were shared by many of my neighbors. There's a lack of communication, safety, security of our children. As I mentioned before, I'm a proud father of 2 great kids, Gabriel, who is in 2nd grade, and Stella, who is in 1st grade. They're both in the Morris School District. With 2 young children, I'm always cognizant of the need for a healthy academic and social environment at school. The needs of the students are greatly impacted by the decisions made by the local school board. and I believe that it's imperative that we continue to strengthen the classroom experience, but in a fiscally efficient school system. Communication with parents is very important.
Thank you. Ms. Murphy.
Thank you. I have a personal commitment to helping Morris School District continue to evolve and improve. My daughter graduated from Morristown High School, and I have 2 grandchildren in elementary school in the district. The trigger for my involvement and my decision ultimately to run for school board was my observations about what I considered a lack of rigor in homework. The work seemed very simplistic, rather unchallenging, and unrelated to any learning objectives. So my early goal became to see what I could do to elevate early learning. In 2016, I joined 40 or 50 like-minded parents in the formation of a K-5 Parent Advisory Council. We worked diligently throughout 2016 and in early 2017 presented specific K-5 curriculum recommendations to the school board. My expanded goal is to advocate for academic achievement. The Board of Education, superintendent, and school district staff have been receptive to our PAC input. Students are reaping the benefits as we speak, and some positive changes have been implemented. One of the most important changes was the formation of a K-5 curriculum committee to redesign the entire curriculum for those grades. The focus was on English language arts first, and we've seen some really positive benefits from that, including writing assignments every day in the schools with scoring guides to track student progress, and more consistent parent-teacher mechanisms for feedback. They're currently now beginning to work on math, and science will follow. My campaign theme is put kids first, and for me that means every Board of Education policy, goal, and objective should be evaluated through the lens of improvement in academic achievement for students at all grade levels. Morris School District deals with the whole child, looking for social, emotional, and academic ascension. I believe that we need to provide a challenging and rigorous K-12 curriculum that's constantly monitored, reviewed, and improved. And to make that happen, we have to supply our teachers with the support they need to provide the high-quality instructional guidance. I appreciate your vote on November 6th.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Good evening. To the League of Women Voters, thank you for hosting this event tonight. You have done outstanding work over the many years, and you bring a great service to our community. In my life, I've had exceptional professional and personal opportunities, largely derived because I had an exceptional education. Both of my parents are Boston Public School teachers for over 30 years, and they've taught all 5 of their children that the only way to success is being a lifelong learner. I'm proud to say I took their lessons to heart, and I'm doing the same with my 2 daughters, one of whom is a student here at Thomas Jefferson. In high school and college, I had teachers and professors who motivated, challenged, and encouraged me to be the best that I could be. After a 3-year assignment overseas, my family and I returned to the Morristown School District, and we said, how could we replicate this life-changing educational experience our children received at the international school in Shanghai, China? We were looking for a school district that had elementary STEM programs, introduced global languages in the 1st grade, that used technology for both the faculty and the students to augment and aid in the development of learning. And most importantly, they used innovative and new techniques in learning, such as experiential learning and using the whole town and cities as classrooms. I think the Morristown School District is doing an exceptional job, but we have work to do. I've been a human resource professional for nearly 30 years, and I've hired and attracted employees from Europe, Latin America, and Asia, and the world is outpacing the United States in education. I think we can do more, and working with the board, which has done a phenomenal job to date, we must go faster. So my campaign slogan is focusing in on the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Creamer.
Thank you, League of Women Voters, for having us here. I'm John Creamer, and I've lived in Morristown for 15 years. For 30 plus years, I've worked in healthcare communications. Before that, I had earned a master's in education from Boston University and taught ESL programs in Pittsburgh and Boston. My wife and I are raising 2 children in Morris schools. I decided to run for school board because when I heard about the open seat, I looked at my kids and at all my neighbors' kids and concluded that I had a duty to be more involved in the school system beyond just going to back to school night. I'm here because I believe our public schools are the backbone of our community. And as a community, we're successful in good part because of the stability and opportunities that our schools offer Morristown families. I want what I think we all want for our schools. We want them to challenge our kids academically. We want them to prepare kids for college, but also to prepare our kids who may not be going to college, but may be going directly into the workforce. I want to help ensure our kids have the life tools they need in an increasingly complex and technology-driven world. I love this school district and its diverse makeup. We're lucky. This is the world in miniature, a culturally vibrant community, and I applaud that our schools are working to reflect this reality through innovative programs, taking advantage of the natural diversity of this place to prepare our children for the wider world. I'm also in this race because I want the school board to worry about school issues and not get derailed by town politics. The town attorney is also a candidate in this race, and I'm concerned about when school board issues come up whose best resolution may be at odds with what town government wants, where will his priorities be? I think it's important that the school board remain independent from town government. Thank you.
Thank you.